Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B, where we talk about all kinds of things like gardening and then cooking and spirituality and healing and health. So today I'm kind of in a little bit of a rush, but I wanted to make up a recipe for with you guys. It is meatballs. I figured it's a simple meal that you can do. You can also, once these are cooked, you can drop these in what I call the suck and seal bags and then drop them in your freezer, and then you can have enough for the future and you can just pull them out of the bag. So meatballs are made differently for everyone, and I figured if someone didn't know how to make mashed potatoes, then maybe I need to show them how to make meatballs as well. So I have been talking to you guys that we have a cow. I know a rancher. I work with a lady, her husband's a rancher, and they have a cow that we have had that we're going to share with them. So they're butchering the cow, and we're going to split the cow with them, and I'll be sharing with my entire family because it's a large animal. And in all sincerity, taking anything's life is very difficult. So make sure when you do it that you have gratitude and love. That is a very difficult process, especially someone like me that has been a vegetarian or vegan for a long time. So that's just really hard. But like I've told you guys before, my family consumes meat. And so if we're going to do it, then I would like for everyone to be taught how to do it humanely. I think there's like an old saying that says if slaughterhouses, not old, but I actually think it was the Beatles. One of the Beatles had said something to the effect of, if slaughterhouses had glass windows, then we would probably be a little more compassionate and not consume meat. And I believe that. I think we are very disconnected from our food, and we do not realize the reality of what goes into taking an animal's life and how inhumane it could potentially be. So we have been buying our organic meat from Costco. And because I just don't know their practices, and I'm trusting what they're doing, that's a bad thing for me because I don't know. So if we're going to do meat, I am moving towards the mentality of know where your food comes from. And I do know the lady and the individuals that are providing this meat to us. And I know that these animals were loved and taken care of, and so I feel much better moving forward, feeding my nephews and my family food, where knowing where it comes from. So I think that that's important, that we keep that in mind. Now there are tongue twister. There are alternative ways to make a meatball. You can definitely, there's plenty of vegan recipes out there, and maybe we will make that one day. So I have made meatballs with chickpeas, and I think it's really good personally, but it's not for everyone. So my fiance will be coming home soon for lunch, and so I just want to take you guys on this really quick recipe, and something that you can obviously expand on and create a lot more if you're in a rush and have a busy life like I do. So let's get this started. It's super easy. All right, so we are going to have 1.34 pounds of organic beef, and we've purchased this, like I said, from Costco. And that's another thing, we're trying to clean out our freezer. I'm making a lot of smoothies and stuff these days because we got a lot of frozen fruit in there, and the meat after the cow was butchered is about 500 pounds approximately. So that's a lot of meat. So I'm glad that I have beautiful people to share this with. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys down to the counter so that you can see actually what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. So here's the meat. I have opened that package and put it in. I am using gluten-free bread crumbs. You can order these on Amazon. You can also pick these up at Walmart or somewhere like that. I'm gonna estimate that that's probably about maybe a little less than a cup to a cup of breadcrumbs. All right, we're gonna use 2 organic brown eggs. Now remember, take these eggshells and wash them out and put them in your garden. I try to crush them as much as possible. I don't actually blend them like in a blender, and some people do that because it brings good calcium back into your garden. But you do what's best for you. All right, so we're gonna be using organic extra virgin olive oil spray. I'm gonna go ahead and spray that pan. And put your oven, for me it's 365 because my oven's wonky. For you all, it's probably like 350. And we're gonna cook these for like 35 minutes. That's a nice chunk of garlic paste in there. I should have actually gotten some basil from the garden. Here is the garlic paste. I'm using Alessi's. Y'all know I love me some Alessi's products. So, all right, the next for flavoring and seasoning, I'm going to be using the dipping spice from Alessi's. Put the spice to however much you like. All right, and then he likes this brand of cheese, so we're gonna go ahead and add that in now. Some people would top it off and add it in later, not me. So I'm gonna take about a half a cup of cheese and I'm gonna drop it in there. Now you're just gonna take your hands and you're gonna blend that all together. So this is a super easy recipe, and that's what I said. We have a lot of meat that's gonna be coming in here soon. We're picking that meat up and sharing it. And so I wanna get some beef recipes out there for folks who eat meat, so that way they can find a way to actually make it themselves. I know a lot of people, because time is limited, end up buying those meatballs that are in the bag. You can get them in the frozen section, especially a lot of times at the holidays. You'll see that where people just throw it in there. And while that's convenient, to me that's not probably the most healthiest choice that you could probably make. All right, so you're gonna get about a tablespoon of meat. Obviously make sure your hands are clean, and mine are before I did this project. And you're just gonna roll it into a little meat ball and then place it on the cookie tray sheet. Now this probably won't require that this whole sheet is used, but it's what I have, so we are going to use it. Now you want to make sure that the meatballs are all about the same size, because what will end up happening otherwise is that they won't cook evenly, and that's how you make yourself kind of ill and not feeling well. I like the garlic paste on these meatballs because you get the flavor, but you're not necessarily getting those little chunks. And some people don't like the garlic chunks. I don't mind them because garlic's super beneficial, healthy, and good for you. So you do what works best for you and your family. If you just have regular, like little, what I call diced garlic already, then go ahead and move forward with that. And you're gonna repeat this process until it's done. So that oven is actually already ready for me. I'll move this over so you guys can actually see. And that's what they look like. So I will have no problems popping this in for about 30-35 minutes. Check them, make sure that they are cooked all the way through. Nobody wants to get sick. And that is how you make a meatball. So like I said, if we had a lot more beef, I would just keep packing this in and cooking them, and then, which I have done before, and then just drop them in the freezer. That way when you come home one night, you just have a really quick meal that you can just warm up. Get yourself some pasta, or you can make a meatball sub, or you can honestly top this, make a nice Italian salad and top this on top of an Italian salad. So for me, I've got a lot of kale growing right now, so that is probably how this will work out today, because none of us need extra carbs, although carbs are lovely. But always watching what we're eating and trying to stay healthy. Now the pasta that I actually do have is organic, so you always want to try to buy as much organic as you can. I know it's difficult for some people to purchase organic, but there you have it. So I will continue rolling these meatballs out, and I will get this in the oven, and then I will show you the end results of this deliciousness that I am cooking up today for my fiance. So, all right, everyone, I will bring you back here shortly. All right, y'all, so I wanted to show you the finished product. My fiance's and I have already started, I started making his plate, and I remembered I was going to show you guys what these look like. Now, I sprayed the pan, so they are sticking. I'm not really sure why, but nonetheless, I just wanted to give you a shot of what the meatballs look like. You don't have to cook them for as long as I did. I say cut this back to about 15 minutes and you should be good, but always check first. But that's what they look like. So hopefully he will let me know if they're delicious and good, and enjoy the recipe. All right, until next time, guys, thanks for watching.